there is a more definitely there is more chance of getting jobs in VLSI field. So you may have doubt. What do you mean by VLSI field, right? So here you can see very large scale integration. That means whatever the devices we are using. Example, suppose you are using mobile. So the device itself it is a VLSI device. That means the device contains processor. Right? So processor is a combination of different components, right? Inside there, different components are there. So those components are designed with respect to VLSI integration. That is very large scale integration. So the definition of VLSI we can say that is fabrication of more transistors on a single layer. So that is called VLSI. So how we can fabricate that means there is a flow to do fabrication of VLSI chips. So that flow may be different based upon different application oriented ICs. That may be analog ICs, that may be digital ICs. Suppose if you take our mobile phones, this is called ASIC. Right, this is called ASIC chip or ASIC processor. That is application specific integrated processor. FPGA is also there. There is field programmable gate arrays. Okay, so there is a difference is there in between ASIC and FPGA. We will discuss everything throughout the course, and we will do practically about this course on the real-time tools. That means whatever the tool I am going to explain in the course, that tool only you can use in the industry. Okay, and it is very helpful for your career point of view to get a job in VLSI domain. So here you can see so many terms in VLSI, like RTL is there, STA is there, physical design is there, analog design engineer is there. So many different job descriptions are there. You can observe so many the areas, right? Now in this among all these areas, I am going to explain RTL development concepts. That is how to design register transfer level. Okay, so here the point is nothing but first we should learn about RTL development design engineer means first we should go through the VLSI flow or ASIC flow. That is the first fundamental question in the interview about the flow. First, they will ask any interviewer, any HR, they will ask only the flow of the ASIC or VLSI. So we should go through aware, or we should need minimum idea about the flow of the ASIC design. So anyway, I will explain the flow concept of ASIC in coming days or in further days. Now let me go for that new concepts which can also introduce with respect to artificial intelligence. Why? Because everywhere we can see the concept of AI, artificial intelligence, right, and machine learning, different areas are there. So if you go for any algorithm which is implemented in through ML or DL, that algorithm should run in processor. That means processor should be aware about this algorithm. That means we should develop AI related processors. So that is a new area. There is a separate design flow for AI processor design that maybe consist of ASIC design flow also. Some new blocks are added to design any AI processor. Why? Because the processor itself should think like a human being. So that's the main thing. Now let me go for these two words are there in this slide: RTL design and RTL verification. What is the difference between these two? Means verification is nothing but once the code is developed, we should verify the code by giving different combination of inputs. So that is called verification. There are different verification tools. What do you mean by design? Means developing the code based upon the architecture or based upon the specifications given by the vendor. So this is about the introduction. But what is the in RTL design and verification only we will use Verilog HDL. So you may have doubt, sir, why Verilog HDL? We have not listened or we have not grow any this type of language. We have seen only C language, Java, all those things, right? Any C language, any Java, you can take. Those are nothing but software related. That means the software you want to implement different new applications, we go for software. But you want to implement new processor, definitely we should go for hardware description language only. Without hardware description language, there is no processor. There is no processor means there is no electronic devices or like mobiles or laptops or any device. Then there is no softwares, right? So that's why we should learn this Verilog HDL. It is a programming only. It is totally program related. We should learn the how to implement the process with help of programming. So for this course, we should have minimum knowledge about C language. Okay. So here you can observe the what are the main things or main concepts we are going to explain in this course. Remember, first one I told you already, VLSI or asset design flow. This is very, very important concept. Every interviewer or HR will ask about this flow, right? And you may have doubt, sir, already we have studied in BTech third year or second year, final year. So that acid flow and this acid flow, that means what I am going to explain, that acid flow almost same, but in college point of view or in study point of view, they won't tell with respect to files. They will tell only the concepts. Why? Because suppose if you go for RTL synthesis, we don't know which files we need to give the inputs for synthesis, but we know what is synthesis. And suppose if you go for physical design, we know the concepts of physical design, but we don't know which files we should apply to the tool or what is that software, right? So that with respect to files also we are going to explain, and we will show the practically the input files and output files of the each and every step in asset design flow. And here now we are that suppose if you want to go for physical design concept, so you should aware about the different files which are used in power planning level or flow planning level or CTS or routine. But now we are going to discuss about only Verilog HDL. Verilog HDL is totally used in front-end domain. That is nothing but logic design. So now this course is related to only logic design. That's why we are going to learn that Verilog programming. So in that Verilog programming, I think this subject is in your BTech. Maybe it is some college institutes or colleges, it is elective subject. Maybe you may have idea about Verilog HDL or you may not have a Verilog HDL. Even though if you have idea or not any awareness, then I will explain from starting 0 to 90% or 99%. What about remaining percent means you should practice. Then there is a big chances of getting jobs in VLSI domain, especially in front-end design. Okay, so here you can observe the second point. In Verilog, we are going to explain date level and the data flow leveling and behavior level modeling. So these concepts already we know in college, or we have studied in the textbook. So the concept, whatever I'm going to discuss or I'm going to do practical, that is totally opposite to the syllabus of your college. The concepts which are in college syllabus that may be used for implementation of new things. Okay, why? Because suppose example, if you take a simple that is multiplexer, let me write here. If you take a multiplexer, so this is let us take 2:1 multiplexer. That means here we can apply I0 and I1. Both inputs we can apply to this end. Based upon selection line, we will get one output. So I think you have idea, we can apply either 0 or 1. But in practical situations, the data is not single bit. It may be 10 KBs or MBs like that. So we should pass more amount of data. How to pass? Suppose I want to pass some 15. I want to pass some 18. Is it possible? Is it possible? Right? It is possible with the help of only the Verilog HDL programming in industry only, not in the college. Right? And mostly in college, that there are maybe 5 to 6 experiments under Verilog HDL. Then you will know only the concepts which are related to experiments. But if we ask any question behind that one, let us take example divided by 2 clock. Design a circuit divided by 2 clock. Sir, we don't know, sir, why? Because it is not in experiment. But that is a fundamental question in interview. So like that, anyway, in our training, we will explain date level and data flow level basics, but not only basics, we are going to implement with the help of these three, a new kind of designs. So, and not only explanation of these designs, we will explain with respect to real-time simulations. That there are so many simulators are available in the online also. But we won't use that online simulators. We will use only the company-related simulators. And company-related simulators, I think you have idea. That is nothing but Model Sim and Xilinx NCCM. So many are there from different vendors like Cadence, Synopsys, Metagraphics. Okay, I think Metagraphics is renamed as Siemens now, right? So these the simulators we will discuss how to write the code and how to simulate, how to add the test cases also. And finally, once this is over, then we will focus on projects. So, sir, I know, sir, projects are nothing but like BTech final year VLSI projects. In BTech final year VLSI projects, you can understand only the concept which is related to the topic only. But here the projects is there, no? So I will explain. I'm going to explain at least two to three real-time projects. These projects are very helpful for your resume, and there is more chances of getting jobs in front-end design. So we will help you different kinds of resumes. So normally you will see in HR department. Uh, Actually in VLSI definitely they lost mostly what is that senior persons or experienced persons. So we will try to train you like a senior candidate, not a fresher candidate. That means once you learn this course definitely you are able to answer the questions whatever they will ask in interview. Right. So if there is a gap in BTech and this course, then we will try to add some experience to you only. But you should be aware about different projects. What are the projects you have handled in gap? So those project titles and those projects sales, all those things area we will provide to you, but we will train like that. And we will give some extra what is that how to create LinkedIn, how to post your resume in LinkedIn and market profiles for building your career. Okay, so this is about the training highlights, but it is totally different. Don't compare with your college. Okay, so syllabus already it is covered in these highlights. Now I am going to discuss next. Just a second. Next. Is there any clear chance? What is this? Clear my drawings. Okay. Okay, fine. Now, here the course, whatever the course we are going to deal real time. So the minimum eligibility should be there. So the minimum eligibility is BTech or MTech, ECE, EEE, CSE. But very few students will interest to do programming which is related to hardware description language. Anyway, there is a chances of CSE students also, those who want to build a career in designing of process. Everywhere processor is there. If you go to just in home, let us say just home, there is a processor in refrigerator or there is a processor in washing machine. So washing machine is there, but there is no processor. No, there is a processor which is advanced technology that we are using, like Wi-Fi related concepts. Okay, everywhere there is a processor. Even normal torchlight also there is a PCB. On that PCB also there is a processor or controller. So like that, not only for mobile phones, everywhere we are using the processor, maybe it is smart TVs also, correct? So here, those who have interest to join in front-end design, that is nothing but Verilog aspirants only. That means who have full interest to do practically programming, this course is very helpful. But if you join normally and if you learn it normally, then it may not be useful. It may be waste of your time also. Those who have full interest to join, then definitely course is very helpful for core learning jobs. Okay, so you may have doubt. What do you mean by core? So simple example. Suppose if you take AMD, Intel, right, Qualcomm, Broadcom, Mosaic. So many companies are there. What are these means? These are the companies which will provide some ICs to the world. Okay, you can join in that type of. Sir, Infosys there now, sir. Maybe in Infosys TCS there may be domain in of VLSI, but that may not be core company. It may be service based. Okay, yeah. The core companies are different, right? Product based companies are different. AMD is core company. It will provide chips to the world. Qualcomm is different. They will give the chips, ICs, processors to the world or mobiles. So majorly we will use the Qualcomm processors in mobiles, right? We have seen so many types, Snapdragon. Just they will vary the frequency, they will release the IC, right? That varying of frequency is not a joke, right? It becomes STI engineer. So if you learn the concept of different in STA domain, then you go for STA engineer also. That is one of the profile or task in VLSI Pro. Okay. Then this one already I told now. So I'm a senior RTL engineer in optical components. I have 4 years of experience, and this 8 years of experience I taught in different colleges in Hyderabad area only. So after that, I am very passionate to do a job. That's why I joined in optical components. Now I'm in senior RTL engineer position. So now coming to projects. Here I will explain company-oriented projects, not like tech projects. So we will provide those who wants to successfully completed with some percentage or some task or some assignments, then we will provide certificate to them also. You may have doubts, sir. We have given some amount not for this course, then we want certificate means if you want, we will give certificate, but that is no use. If you complete the course with some tasks and assignments, then you will get the value of the certificate. Okay, and we will give some projects to you. 1 or 2 projects we will explain. If you want, you can implement one or two projects of with your knowledge. Then that is very helpful for you only. And everyday assignments is there. Everyday assignment means actually I will explain the concepts for 1 hour. That after that, what you should do means at least you should spend 2 hours on it. Right? Suppose let us take I have explained this one word in Verilog, that is blotting, right? So there are so many concepts behind this blotting assignments. So like that, if you spend for more 2 hours, it is very helpful for the career in VLSI. Okay. So this is about training in RAMs with RAMs of solutions. See you all in training. Any queries you can ask. Feel free to ask. I'm ready to clarify your doubts. I think you have passed this BTech recently, maybe 2023 or 2024. I don't know exactly, but whatever it may be after 2020 also, it is very helpful. But before that 2020, it may be a little bit difficult. Why? Because we should fill up that gap with some other uh, courses or some other experience. Any doubts? At least leave feedback. Is it audible or is it okay? Whatever the concepts I told, you want real-time tools you want, or you want real-time programming, we will discuss one by one in one class. It is totally different with your academic service. Okay, thank you. Any further, any doubts? I will stay more 5 minutes. I have another meeting. Right. Ganesh is there. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Right, fine, thank you. Further queries, you can contact Rams of Solutions. Thank you.